I heard you used to play the clarinet and the sax. Um, I think you need to explain yourself.
Well, I was taking piano lessons. The teacher I had, he taught piano, clarinet, saxophone, and accordion.
Please tell me you played the accordion too.
No, I didn't. I had a friend, my best friend in high school played accordion. He was Italian, so he had to. But I was taking piano lessons, and then I thought, in sixth grade, I thought, I'm going to go to high school, and I want to play in the marching band. And they don't have pianos in the marching band. So I asked them to, so I started taking clarinet lessons. And then I think I was a freshman in high school. I thought, well, I'm going to take some saxophone lessons too, which I did. And I played a little bit in high school. In college, I played piano with the band. But because I played clarinet, I could read really well. I didn't have a very good sound on the saxophone, but once in a while, like the night before the big band was going to have a 1-week tour, the second tenor player got in a fight and got his 2 front teeth knocked out. So I moved over. I played tenor, and someone else played piano. And so, and I used to try to improvise on the clarinet, but wasn't very good at it. With the piano, it's all that you look. When
All the notes are there.
when you want to go when you want to go higher, you go to the right, and when you're going to lower, you go to the left. So it was a different improvising. But in college, I got into playing the bass clarinet quite seriously, and people were writing these contemporary chamber pieces for me that have all these kind of extended techniques. It was a lot of fun and a whole nother lifetime. But then I played 6 months with a country and western band, 6 nights a week. And somehow one night I let it slip that I played clarinet. So for about 2 months, every night I had to play Stranger on the Shore and Clarinet Polka.
Did that cure you of your clarinet habit?
Pretty much. Once I moved to New York, I never touched it again. Although once in a while, Dennis Irwin played clarinet, and we would have these clarinet discussions and talk about Brahms' clarinet sonatas. But no, I never really. I've probably played clarinet and saxophone a total of about an hour since moving to New York in 1975.
If you can only pick one, out of tune piano or out of tune band?
Out of tune band.
Can you compose on an out of tune piano?
Yeah, I have. I'd rather have it in tune, and I've heard out of tune bands that sound great. Ellington's sax section wasn't the greatest intonation. Man,
what's your favorite club outside of New York City?
I'd have to say the Jazz Color in Frankfurt. It's this little place in the basement. It was started there in, I think, 1965, when that part of Frankfurt had been bombed to smithereens, and these jazz guys, they wanted to start a place, and the building above was gone, but the basement was still intact.
Oh, so they made a jazz club out of it.
Yeah, and it's still there, and it reminds me of the Vanguard, but it's even smaller. It's a little smaller than the Vanguard, but it's just straight ahead jazz club. It's even less, the chairs at the Vanguard are even more comfortable than the chairs. And you could never fit a big band. They can't do more than about a sextet on the stage there. But it's.
So you've played there.
I've played there many times. I've hung out there many times.
Yeah.
And it's a great club. It's what I call old Europe. It's these clubs I used to play when I was with Stan Getz in the early '80s. A lot of them are gone, and it's just these little joints, and they're keeping going.
What's your favorite club in New York?
Vanguard.
I knew that would be easy.
I've played Birdland. I like Birdland. I've played the Jazz Standard. I like that. Played a lot of other places, and but there's something about especially for a big, for that big band, it's like the perfect glove for the hand. I mean, it just fits wonderfully, and the sound is great.
Yeah. I don't go to the Vanguard as often as I want to, but that's something that always strikes me, that the sound is perfect.
Yeah.
That band can wail, but doesn't overwhelm.
You've got enough reflective surfaces out in the room, but there's a big curtain in back of the band, so that absorbs some of the sound. And I don't know if you know this, but if when you look at, if you're on the bandstand, you look at the back of the club, the wall, I don't know if you can see, the wall curves down like that.
I didn't know that.
And if you sit on the back bench, you can hear conversations up on the trumpet section. It's the acoustics. The sound travels and comes down that wall.
That's dangerous because we all know trumpet players are
I know.
the worst behaved.
I know.
Hopefully this will be an easy question for you. Best instrument in the band?
Bass trombone. I mean, there's no argument.
I also thought I would throw this out there. The best mustache in jazz.
Okay, well, given who I'm talking to, I'm going to divide my answer: living and dead. Living is John Fedchuk. Dead is Manny Albaum. It was fantastic. Yeah, I've got some pictures. I used to have a big mustache. It was pretty good.
Do you have any projects that you're currently working on, or anything that people should keep an ear or an eye out for?
No. No. Well, yeah, I've got a number of irons in the fire for the Frankfurt band whenever that cranks up again. And with the Vanguard Orchestra, we've been talking about doing another CD of my music. It's been 15 years.
Too long.
Yeah, and I've written about half the music, and right now I'm working on it. I'm using this time to work on it, and so that's the next thing I'm really working on.